Hello guys, Splicer here. Now I just want to take the closed beta as an opportunity to look through all the skills and all of the legendary weapons that are going to be coming to Ghost Recon Wildlands at launch. Now I have already been over the skills in a previous video named New Info if you guys want to have a look at that one. But this one will focus on the epic skills that you get in each skill class and the medals that will increase the efficiency of each of those skills. So if we move on to weapon first, so you can see that hipfire spread requires a medal to then get a 15% additional reduction in spray, which is good. So that'll be on top of obviously all the levels that you get in that skill. So looking at the epic skill then, it's called Ranged Elite, and it increases the weapon accuracy at long range. So the epic skills can be ranked the same as the previous skills, however you would have to unlock all of the previous skills to then unlock the epic one. But there are still ranks within that skill. So you can see there it says next rank, which will be a 60% increase in accuracy, which is massive, but obviously that's towards the end of the game, so it's going to be big rewards for those sort of things. So if we move on to drone then, so doesn't look like there's any medals on this one, but they might change that for the release of the game. So if you look at the epic skill, it is medic and the drone payload that offers to revive a teammate, and obviously it must be equipped to use it. This is quite a cool skill because it means you can sit behind cover and then send your drone out to revive fallen teammates. You can see there it says the next rank increases the effective range to 40 meters. So you haven't even got to send your drone onto your teammate, you can literally do it at a distance. And if you see in the small video, it shows the drone actually it looks like it's exploding, but then it heals the revived teammate in that radius. So if we move on to item then, within there, again, it doesn't show there's any medals that can change anything, but they might change that for launch. But if you look at the epic skill, it is explosion radius, which increases the explosion radius, quite simple. And then each level up that you'll get will just increase that even further. And to be honest, looking at the level of explosions that you get from frag grenades and C4 and that stuff at the moment, to increase the radius would actually be a good thing. So that epic skill will probably come in handy quite often. So we'll look at physical then. You can see here with bullet resistance they've got a medal, which I actually got, and it increases damage reduction by 10%. So on top of all the skill levels you get, it's another 10% increase. So looking at the epic skill then, obviously you recover faster from injuries because it's called faster regen, but then within the ranks of that, it reduces the time for life recovery by 30%. So when you get injured and then you sort of almost come back to life type thing, it reduces that by 30%, which is good. Because it's quite long at some points in this game where you start to get injured, the screen goes black and you take one more hit, then you're dead. So looking at your squad skills then, you can see here Born Leader has got a medal, which is making your AI teammates more efficient. So it makes them more efficient by 20% with the medal, obviously added on to the skill levels you've got. So the epic skill is called Last Chance, and it increases the number of times your AI teammates can revive you before you die. So at the moment it's 2. If you die twice, you then game over and it resets you back to your checkpoint. This will give you 1 more revive, and then obviously the more levels you get will give you more revives, which is actually quite cool if you're only working with AI teammates, which is good. One thing I didn't touch on my previous video was rebel support. So in here you do specific missions and it gives you these options that you can use throughout the game at any point for the rebels that are your teammates in this. So you can see here it's got vehicle drop off. So at level 1 you can get an SUV, level 2 armoured vehicle, and level 3 you can request a helicopter. And you do that by doing side missions, and it gives you extra things that you can use from them. Next one, guns for hire. Obviously you just request rebels to come and support you at attacking a fortified area. So obviously level 1 will be a small group, level 2 larger, and then level 3 will obviously be the biggest. Same for mortars again. So mortars is quite interesting and it's quite successful at getting rid of large groups of enemies. So at the moment I've got like 1 power, and then I can have a normal mortar strike, you can get more, and then obviously you can get more. So it's just basically just increases the range and size of those mortar strikes. The 4th one then is diversion. So you can request rebels again to attack the enemy and to distract them from a different side. So it takes the focus away from yourselves, and then again that just increases in size depending on the rank you've got. And then spotting itself, you send rebel spotters out to spot all the enemies rather than having to send up one of your drones or look for your binoculars and do it all yourself, which is actually quite a time-saving tool, and to get that would be quite cool. So that's what you've got coming from the skill tree and the epic skills and medals from the game. It is quite good that there's quite a lot you need to unlock, and it'll keep guys coming back to the game to then unlock those medals and to get to the right levels. You can see at the top that you need skill points and specific supplies to unlock each one of those skills. So skill points can get earned by leveling up, but they can also be found in the map, and in each cartel area there'll be a specific amount within that area. Same with supplies, you get them from convoys and you pick them up randomly around the map. Convoys and side missions is the way to get large quantities of those. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more info on Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I'll see you guys in the next video.